as we work through these sows, I don't think we've really talked about Kingpin quite as much as we should, and it's probably a very opportune time to get into Kingpin just a little bit further as we talk about these tins. This is 10-8. There's a pair of belted tins in the sale, and this one's very traditional in her color, and that's how I've always separated the pair. This is 10-8. She's a Kingpin Dirty South 8-1 massive monster, and this one's actually bred to Nubs. We need to talk about him as well. So if you break down the sow pedigree here and get into the bottom side, you're going to eventually get to the full strut sow again. And that's the 122-13 that I mentioned all the way back to lot 4. That sow continues to show up in sow pedigrees around here. And, those kind of things don't happen by accident. I mean, we're talking about a sow that was in her heyday 6-7 years ago. And, we were committed to keeping daughters. Her daughters always surfaced. They've stood the test of time. They've stayed here because they do their job. And then they make good pigs. And so as we get several generations away from full strut and that particular sow, I think it's still important to remember why these females have staying power. These tins are out of Kingpin, and again, I think they certainly represent his kind, the type that's made him so popular as a female sire in particular. This one's bred to Nubs. Nubs is an absolute trenches cracker, and that cracker sow sells as lot 5. So we're very bullish on Nubs and his place here as a sire. We've got a trio of absolute sons, the belted ones that we're very proud of. They're certainly well represented in this offering, and I think 10-8 bred to Nubs is pretty exciting here in lot 18.
Yeah, this sow hit me really good in the grass when we videoed the other day, and for much like you said, I think it's just the Kingpin effect. I mean, her build, her skeleton, her length of hip, her running gear, and her maturity pattern and her look up front is so good, and it's the kind of sow that keeps a guy in business. She can raise pigs, she can have pigs, she makes pigs that where the bad ones feed and the good ones sell well. Then again, I think bred to Nubs here again. I mean, that was one of the more impressive litters to date from last fall. And that board today is very impressive. He's short-backed, he's stout, he's heavy-duty, and all that stuff I think is tailor-made for sows that are built like this. I think due again in a prime time window where they can hit about every facet of any marketable opportunity here for you guys. Hampshires, again, I think have got a lot of value. Hampshire belted sow, belted boar. Man, I think the opportunities are endless here, and regardless of the litter she's carrying, I think the daughter retention value is so high here and so good. I think you're looking at a big-time opportunity here in 10-8.
Again, of this pair of belted ones, this is 10-8. She's cataloged as lot 18. She's a Kingpin Dirty South, and she's bred to Nubs.